Now we will see how to achieve internationalization in the Jasper report. The internationalization provides a way to render your application in different languages. To start with, I will create a resource bundle. So here in this case, we need to create a new resource bundle. For this, I will give the name as messages. You can give any name as you wish, but you need to make sure you are giving this name correctly whenever we are creating the reloadable resource bundle. So in this case, I am giving it as messages, and I am also giving some languages. So in this case, I will start with English and then French and then German. Click OK. This message.properties is the default one, and then the messages underscore DE, which is for German, and then message underscore EN is for English, and message underscore FR is for properties. So here we need to give this as key value pass. For example, if you have giving the key, we need to make sure that key is present in all the properties, and the corresponding translation you need to give it as value. So here in this case, I have already generated. So here for this simple example, I am going to translate the title. So that is, here we are rendering this as nutrition report. So here in this case, instead of nutrition report, I want to render this to the particular language. So for default, I am putting this as English, and in case of German, I already have the translation, and we have English here. In the English, we will give nutrition report, and then for French, we will add this translation. So now if you see this message.properties, all the keys remain the same. Report.title, in all the messages.properties, only the values change. The values are changing according to the corresponding language. Now we have created a resource bundle. Now we need to create a config. So to create a config, I will create a package, and then I will create config here. Config.config. And then here I need to mark this as a configuration, and then I need to create a bean of type reloadable resource bundle. So public reloadable resource bundle message source, and this is message source reloadable resource bundle message source. I need to create an object of reloadable resource bundle message source equal to new reloadable resource bundle message source. First we need to set the base name. So the base name is the one which we have given. In my case, I given it as messages. So if you have given a different name, you need to make sure you are giving the correct base name. Class path :messages. Next we need to set the cache seconds. So this is the time after this cache seconds expires, it will automatically take the new property file. This takes value in millisecond. So I'm just giving 2,500,000. And then here reloadable resource bundle message source dot set default encoding. I will just give it as UTF-8. I know if I give UTF-8, whenever there is a accent in the language, for example, here in this case, for German, we have accent on top of A, this won't be rendered. We need to set the code as default. For example, if there is a code and there is no corresponding language translation in a property file, we are setting this to show the key instead of erroring out. So what we are trying to do here is, for example, if there is no corresponding translation for French for report.title, in the report, we will be rendered this as report.title instead of erroring out. And then return reloadable resource bundle. Now we have created a bean of type reloadable resource bundle message source. And then we also need to create a local resolver, public local resolver, and here I am using session local resolver. You can use any local resolver. So here session local resolver equal to new session local resolver, and then session local resolver dot set default local. So here I want to set the default local. The default local is local.us, and then return session local resolver and at bean annotation. Now we have created two beans which are necessary for the message source. Now we'll go back to the processor. I will create a new method, that is private void set localized parameters. This takes two parameters. One is the parameters. So whichever we have here, we need to set some default parameter key value pass to support the localization in the parameters. So I need this as one of the arguments. And then the next one is local. So here locale is the one which you will be passing. I'm creating message source resource bundle. So message source resource bundle. Here this is resource bundle equal to new message source resource bundle. And here in this case, I need to create a message source. So we have already created a bean. So I will create private final message source at record args constructor and pass this message source here, comma locale. So the locale is the input argument here, parameters.put. So you need to set this value JR parameter which is coming from JasperReport. So dot report resource bundle. So you are making sure you are setting this resource bundle to this report resource bundle, comma resource bundle parameters dot put JR parameter dot report locale, comma the locale. Now we need to call this function here. After line number 72, I will call this function. So this takes parameter and then the locale. So here I want to pass this locale as a path parameter. So I will change input parameter here to get the locale from the controller. So go to the controller here. So here this takes a request param at request param, and the request param name is lang string language, and I will use the string utils to parse the string to make this as a locale. So locale equal to string utils dot parse locale string, and here I need to pass the language. Next you need to pass this locale to the get generated report. Now this is perfect. Now we have did all the changes which are required here. So we need to change the Jasper report also. So now I will make sure I'm changing this static value. This nutrition report, I don't want to keep this as a static value. I want to keep this as a text field. I will copy and paste this text field here once again, and then I will replace this report element x and y coordinates here, and then I don't want to keep the text alignment, so I just want to keep the vertical alignment. So copy this text alignment entire stuff and replace it here, and here the text field expression, instead of $p you need to give $r. So as we seen before, we have parameter which is denoted by $p, fields denoted by $f, variables denoted by $v, and then internationalization denoted by $r. So in this case we need to make sure we are giving $r, and then remove this one, and here the $r takes the key. So go here and copy this and paste it here. Now we have wired our internationalization to our Jasper report. We will stop this application and restart this application again. Now go to your application. So here we need to pass the lang now. Lang. Now we can able to see this is rendered correctly, and we will go back to the French. This is also rendered correctly. Whenever there is a change in the language, we can able to see en_us, and if you give kr_ko, it will be rendered as English because this is default. But if you see here in German, this is not printing the accent characters correctly. So here it is not even printing the A because the A has accent. So if you go here, we have A here, and this is not even printed. So to resolve this issue, go back to the config and then go to the UTF-8 encoding. Instead of UTF-8 encoding, just give ISO-8859-1. Now restart the application, stop and rerun. Now refresh this. We can able to see all the accent characters are correctly printing. Now we will see how to alter a report by using the key. So to do that, I will take this nutrition report JRXML copy this nutrition report JRXML and go to your Jasper Staff Studio and paste your JRXML here. Go to design, and I want to do some alteration on this report generated on. So click this report generated on. You can able to see in style and print details you have key. So you need to provide the key. This should be unique. No two elements should have a same key. This must be unique across your JRXML. So here I am giving it as generated date. Control C, go back, delete, go to a nutrition report processor. Now you need to get the element. So here, once you have generated the report, so here we have generated the report. After that we need to use, so this is JR static text, generated date equal to report. So this is in the page header band. So here in this case, this particular element is in page header band. So you need to use report.get page header. So in your case, if you have this element inside a detail, or if you have this element in title, you need to make sure you are getting get.title or get.detail dot get element by key. So you know the key here. So the key is generated date. Copy and paste the key here, and then you need to cast this to JR static text. Now we will set the font color. So generate date dot set font color. So here for the simple example I am just setting it to blue. So now restart the application. Now the application started successfully. Now we can able to see the font color is black, it is not blue. Now I refresh this endpoint. Now we can able to see this get rendered as blue. You can even set the text here. So set text here, I will try to change this so to some dummy value. Now if I restart this application, I can able to see instead of report generated on, I can able to see this particular string which is dummy value. So now if I refresh this, I can able to see dummy value. So by this way you can able to modify the JRXML or Jasper report programmatically by using the key. Thanks for watching. If you feel this is helpful, subscribe to this channel and like this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching.